So, what's one favorite thing?
About
Because
living
that's
with
what you
you.
was talking about.
Yeah.
We was talking about that. Like, all right, a favorite thing,
Living with
and a
you
struggle that so far that you've seen in marriage.
that I feel. I think my absolute one favorite thing is like coming home to you. And everyone was like telling me before I got married, like, oh, it's gonna be so nice like coming home to like the person that you love. And I've been on, I wouldn't say I've been on my own, but I've had like, well, I've been out of my mom's house for like 5 years, 4 years, 5 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I've never had someone that I could just come home to in a very long time. So it's like nice coming home from a long day,
She
and
used to
seeing
hate the
him.
drives going after
Oh my goodness.
when she would leave the crib,
Yeah.
driving back. So that's like, I don't want to leave.
When I would leave your house.
But like, was
It
that
was,
Jane with Trey Songz? I don't want to leave.
but I gotta go right now.
So it was going hard.
That's literally when 9 o'clock hit. I'm like, instant sadness kicked in. Like, oh, I have to go. And it was just such a long car ride home, and like coming home to a dark, empty room.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like my roommate. Like, oh, that's a whole thing. But like,
Even
so I'm
me
just
too. Like when I would drive home, I would be
Yeah.
dozing off going back,
back.
but only by the grace of the Lord.
For real, babe. Don't give this man food and expect him to drive after, because
But
you might have a nice fast trip to Jesus. The expressway.
Yo, but yeah, them
But,
drives you did not like.
I didn't. So I think my favorite thing is like coming home to him and like just having someone to like someone to talk to and like just like vent and like I don't know. Just like I don't know, it's just nice to have someone to come home to. But my one struggle, I had it in my head.
What's the struggle? What is it?
It's of course it's the adjustment period. So I'm
Mhm.
giving grace to all of that. What is my struggle? It like completely slipped my head. Okay, wait, you go first.
All right.
I gotta
she's
think.
thinking of
I gotta
the struggle.
think. I gotta think. I should have wrote it down.
I'm gonna say my favorite thing, even though this kind of has passed, but when we were engaged,
Yeah.
when we were planning our wedding, and then when we got the apartment, then furnished the apartment, yo, that was the closest I felt to you. It was like, yo,
we really a team.
we a team. We built this out the mud.
We did. This apartment looks so different now.
It
It's
was
like,
yeah, but
I
we were
love
able
it.
to, you know, come to agreements on how we gonna style it. Where we gonna put this here? We gonna do this here. Nah, I don't like that plan. All right, so what you think? Oh yeah, babe, that's a good plan. All right, so let's go here with that one. Just all of that. The wedding too.
Yeah.
It was our whole identity.
Mm-hmm.
We planned it, all of that. And at first, it was gonna be we was gonna do something different, but it was very stressful, and so it got to a point. I told Lydia, I said, "Yo,
Yeah,
it's on you."
He was stressing
It's
out,
your wedding?
and I'm like,
My
I
pops
don't
told me, he
know.
said, your only job is don't mess it up. So I told Lydia, I said, yo,
Yeah.
listen, you do it, you deal with it.
And I didn't want that. I wanted you to
Mhm.
be involved, and I was getting stressed out. So I'm like, okay, we got to do something different.
Yeah. So then we came back to the drawing board, and just to see how it all came together, and now we could look at each other and say, yo, we did that.
Yeah, and I'm proud of it.
We're proud of how it looked, how it went down, the structure of it.
Sorry.
I know, yo, we keep looking.
I'm on eggshells.
Because it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But
parenthood, right?
but yeah, so it was, that same thing with, putting our apartment together. Being able to really just figure out our style. Yeah. And it was crazy because my parents, they love decorating. So I know if I gave my mom the go, she was gonna go crazy.
She would.
But us, me and Lydia, being able to be like, you know what, nah, we gonna do it ourselves. We gonna put it together, and we put it together, and home is home. And
then we went on to IKEA.
IKEA, we did that.
Got the couch, and that was really fun.
Yeah,
like trying to pick it out, and like going to the Ashley home store.
Yep. So we was able to do that, and it just made us for me, it made me feel very close to you.
I feel you.
And I was very like, every time I thought about it, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
it just made me smile. So
Yeah, it was really cool.
I would say that.
Okay, what's your favorite thing right now? And then that's like
I don't know.
That's crazy. You don't know.
That
what
was,
your
but
favorite
that
thing
was
right
my
now.
favorite thing.
I know, but what's your favorite thing
My
right
favorite
now?
thing
Like,
right now?
yeah. Talking to me getting on your nerves is his favorite thing.
Absolutely not. I don't know. I think it's my favorite thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I know. I guess all right. So now I guess I kind of got two. I thought she was not gonna watch football with me or make watching football very, very hard and annoying. But now we watching Colorado University. We watching Dion. We watching football.
I got a favorite football team. I never had a favorite football team, even though it's not a valid reason. But it's just like I'm interested. I'm invested.
That, and then also, I like that we communicate.
You think so?
I do think we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
We don't even when we go back and have our back and forths and stuff, I still like that sometimes when we think we're tapped into each other, like, yo, do you think like you was asking me the other day about the my love tank, something like that, because we listen to pods and stuff, so we'll listen to a pod. If it hits our head, like, dang, maybe I should ask Dante this, or maybe I should ask Lydia this. We just sit there and then we talk. We watched a podcast of with the Perrys, and they had really their friend on. They had their married couple friends on, and they was dropping game. And as we watching it, we'll stop and then we'll talk. Like, yo, how do you think we handled these situations so far? Bad, good? How do you think we can improve? So those things have been pretty cool. So those have been like my two joints where when I think on it, I'm like, I think these definitely the second one where it's like it's good that we talk, because some people don't talk.
They don't. They just
that's
come
where the problems
home
arise.
You just do your own thing.
Yeah. So
but I think it's cool. Like, one thing that I've noticed, like, in our married life is that, like, sometimes, I don't know, like, telepathic or something. Like, sometimes, like, if I'll be thinking about something, you'll bring it up. Or, like, if I'm thinking about, like, a song, like, you'll bring it up or something. Like, you'll just sing it. Or, like, you'll just finish my sentence sometimes. And that's, like, kind of cool.
yeah.
I found out my struggle.
All right, go ahead. What is that struggle?
Okay. My struggle right now is just sharing space. I've not ever lived with a man except a father figure. So it's like, it's just different when, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like we're in even though this space is not small, but it is like, I don't know, we're just right here together. And so it's like everything he does, I see. And it's just, like, sometimes it's just like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it is just the adjustment of living with a man and, like, not being so anal about certain things, like wanting certain things a certain way. And one thing that we've overcome is that I've seen that I appreciate what he does. And wow. And it's not a struggle, but it was a struggle because he would clean the house on Fridays because he gets off of work earlier. And I felt like it was taking away my woman abilities, like me taking care of the house, because to me, it was like a woman's job is to keep clean, cook, keep the house in order, whatever like that. But he would always, like, want to do it out of a selflessness, out of love, to show me, like, just so I can come home and relax after a long week. So it was a struggle. Like, that was a conversation that we had, and I think that was our biggest struggle, of, like, dividing up duties and stuff, and, like, me wanting to do certain stuff and him wanting to do certain stuff, and he has reasons why he wanted to clean the house on Fridays, and I was like, well, maybe I want to do it. So we came up to what I thought was a good divide.
We're still in the renegotiation process.
Yes, and let's just cut it short to say that I appreciate it's not a struggle anymore. I appreciate him cleaning the house on Fridays a lot more because I don't really want to do it.
Exactly.
And so I just
crazy.
appreciate it to like another extent. And so it's not a struggle anymore. So it's something we've overcome, but it was a struggle. So I think with our communication, you know, since our communication is good, it's like, it wasn't like a long time struggle.
Yeah. Like this ain't no joint. Well, I mean, we only been married a month.
Yeah, but we got over it like
yeah,
quick.
it was pretty.
Yeah. So I hope
pretty much my struggle is the same thing. It was the same thing where it was like, but I think mine was also learning. Because in us having those conversations and us going back and forth about that, I did hear you express that, yo, relax.
Yeah.
So, me, praying and just still communicating with you, I started to see how, like, all right, well, though you saying, oh, I feel like he's taking away from me being a woman, I now look at it and say, maybe I took away from you being able to feel like you're contributing.
Yeah, it was.
And then also my presence is too much in the home. Where do you fit in? Where's your thing at?
Right.
She would talk about, like, she'll joke about it. But she said, you done got all the space in the closet. Because I got merch and I got all this other stuff just in there. So it's kind of bled over to her side.
Yeah. I'm giving up half my drawer.
Her drawer, yeah. she got a drawer and stuff. So also just when it came to certain things about how we was gonna do the chores and stuff, it was me telling, like, yo, let's do it my way because we'll get it done.
Yeah.
But it was also me realizing, like, yo, like, even if we split it, I have to trust that you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So for a while I was cleaning the home because I'm coming home. It's 1:30. She don't get off until a couple hours later. So I'm saying, like, I'm not about to sit here and wait for her to come home so we could then do chores. I'm going to knock this drain out right now.
But I do think it was sometimes, like, I think why it would bother me is, like, the way you would go about it, I think. Like, I don't know. Even though I know it was, like, you being selfless and out of love, but I don't know.
It could have it could have been me, because though I do see, like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, it's your benefit.
Yeah.
You get to come home and rest and relax.
But I think
it still could have been me being selfish to a point of, no, you want it done on your time, how you want it.
And I felt like you were, like, being, like, my parent. Like, we need to get this and this done. Like, even though I knew, like, at the end of the day, it was you doing it out of love and you wanted me to relax sometimes, like what you would say, it would feel like, dang, are you my dad?
Yeah, because I'm just like, yo, like,
I got it. Yeah. I know how to clean, and I think that's also a struggle, like, that I did things on my own time, like when I would be by myself.
So that's the adjustment.
That is the adjustment.
Talking about living with somebody.
Yeah, like, I had my own space, so it's like, if I want to clean today, I clean today. If I want to do it tomorrow, I do it tomorrow. But with us, like, we have to move on one accord and, like, find that, like, compromise.
Find that common ground.
Yeah, so,
and make that agreement.
Right.
Because the word says, how can two walk together unless they agree?
Exactly.